Spiders are easily the most stressful enemies in Hogwarts Legacy. They are creepy, they constantly swarm you, and they love to snipe you with poison or webbing before popping up right in your face. But what if I told you that with just a few strategy tweaks, these can actually become the easiest enemies in the game? Get ready, because I'm going to show you the loadouts, counters, and combos that will ensure you never get caught in their web again. Now, before we start hunting, we need to talk about your tools. You won't have all the best spells right off the bat, so here is how your build should look depending on where you are in the story. First things first, you need to know that Accio and Incendio are your absolute bread and butter against spiders. Because spiders are very weak to fire damage, this combo completely annihilates them. It works on almost everything. Pull them close and light them up. This will be your main combo. After that, your spell choices are going to be pretty lean in the early game. Your loadout should be Accio, Incendio, Levioso, and Expelliarmus. Levioso is your control spell to pop Burrowers, and Expelliarmus is your best filler spell for raw damage until you unlock better options. In the late game, things change. You finally unlock Confringo, Descendo, and Flipendo. The only problem is you can't fit everything into one spell set. So the solution here is simple. Unlock a second spell diamond and toggle between two modes. Diamond 1 is for the Burrowers. Keep Accio, Incendio, and Confringo, but add Flipendo or Levioso to handle the Burrowers. Diamond 2 is for the giant tank spiders. Keep the main 3, but swap the 4th slot for Descendo. This is specifically for when the massive Matriarchs show up. Finally, let's talk talents. There are 3 upgrades you need to prioritize. First is Incendio Mastery. This turns the short-range cone into a ring of fire. Instead of waiting for them to come to you, you can run straight into a group and set it off to burn everything at once. Second is Accio Mastery. This lets you pull 3 or 4 spiders at once to set them up perfectly for that ring of fire. And third is Confringo Mastery. These impacts spawn Seeker Bolts. This essentially maximizes the amount of fire you're throwing around the battlefield, hitting multiple targets with a single cast. Now that we have the tools, here is exactly how to apply them to each enemy type. First up is the Swarm, or the Hatchlings. These are the tiny spiders that hatch from the pods. Individually, they won't kill you, but they launch themselves at you in groups to deal chip damage just when you don't need it. Since they rely on numbers, stay on guard. Their jump attack is blockable, so Protego and Stupefy work great here. But what they lack in strength, they make up for in volume. This is where Incendio Mastery shines. That ring of fire is ideal for clearing the entire swarm instantly. Next are the Burrowers. These are your standard soldier spiders. They're aggressive and like to get in your face. Watch out for 2 things. At close range, they do a rapid double strike, which you can block, but they also like to dig underground to ambush you. For these guys, the standard Accio and Incendio combo is reliable. However, the most efficient method is to wait for them to dig. If you cast Levioso or Flipendo while they're moving dirt, it pulls them out for an instant one-hit kill. Then we have the Snipers. These spiders prefer to stay at range. Crucially, they're weaker than the Burrowers, so they go down much faster. Most of their attacks are blockable, but watch out for the unblockable red halo. If that hits, you get wrapped up in webbing, paralyzed, and stuck in a QuickTime event. If you miss the button prompt, you are a sitting duck. Defense-wise, Protego handles the normal shots, but your bread and butter is the Accio and Incendio combo. Since they're weak, if you land this, they are usually finished with just an extra basic cast. Finally, we have the tanks. These are the massive Matriarchs with huge health bars. They don't stagger easily. Watch out for the unblockable lunge where they rear up and slam down. Fire is good, but Descendo is the key here. Wait for them to rear up, then cast Descendo to slam them into the ground and stun them. While they're stunned, cast Incendio. If they're still standing, finish them off with Confringo. This sequence chunks through their health bars in seconds. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Phoside's Guides.